Hello and welcome to yet another video. Perfect you. Dude, the hair is looking great. I'm looking great. The background is like this just because that's the stand that I have. This pens because it's the big thick one, and I was kind of journaling, so it's kind of a mess. And anyway, uh, everyone's life is like this. We just tend to glorify it, keep it clean, keep it cool, so that everything looks cool. But then that's never cool. It's like if the mess is there, if the mess is not there, the mess is on the table. If the mess is not on the table, the mess is somewhere else. If everything is clear, your mindset is kind of messed up. But what happens is that those things kind of glorified in a way, and that's not the reality of it. This is the reality of it. So dealing with the reality is a great thing. It's okay. So Lega, what's going to happen if the background is like this? What's going to happen? Nothing, right? You came here to learn stuff, and you're going to learn, and then you go to school. And after recording, I'm going to do my journaling part, so that's convenient to it, rather than just that's reality, guys. That's reality. That's how we live. That's how we have to live, and stop glorifying the cool thing. See, I've got a comb here as well. It's like it was basically kept here. You will be asking questions like, why does Fazil have a comb over here? Because that's very convenient, right? Like, if I'm taking a pen and if I've got a comb right before the recording of it, if someone calls me a call, something like that, that's very convenient for me. So, why not have a comb? Like I said, like, let me be a little bit like 1% decent, then you take the comb off, but then I've shared anyway with that with you. Anyway, so in this one topic, we are going to talk about 3 ways to creating crazy and cool upsell. So the definition of an upsell is one thing. Not one thing. The definition of an upsell is something that you already have a product that someone has purchased or they have not purchased, but now you're going to give them something bigger and better than that. Whatever the product is, if you're selling this one comb, okay, what's a better product than a comb? Like in that particular domain, okay, I've given you just the brush pen. Now you're going to upsell me, okay, don't just take just the brush pen of it, take a pen with a nib. So it's like an upsell for you. So it has to do something bigger and better. So that's like a slight definition of an upsell. So in this one video, we are not going to talk about the upsell courses that we've got. Like, okay, this is like a basic version of it, the medium version of it, the game plan version of it, and action plan of it. Like this is like the basics, game plan, and action. We are not going to talk about that area because we have covered multiple videos on this one channel, and you're well aware of those cool things. By the way, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this one video. We're going to talk about 3 ways of creating cool and crazy and cool upsell. Like I thought I missed it. I don't remember whether I missed it or I said that earlier. Anyways, so talking about it. So we are not talking about that part of creating courses, but then an alternate way. Okay, courses are already there. What can be a different upsell to sell me? I'm going to give you 3 points of this one, and when you learn these 3 points, is going to help you anchor. Okay, what are the other potential upsells that you can have for your community other than those products? Those products are eventually there. Like that's how the business model works. This is like an alternate way of doing things. Point number 1 is a bigger and a better course. You already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 level courses running. What can be something bigger and better? You can run an offer to people so that people can purchase. Like one of the courses that I have in the Academy of Art and Scientist is what? The core product design. That course is one of the longest courses that I've got. It crosses over 6 hours. Now that's just an example where that's not an upsell, but that's an example. If you can keep that course, for example, can Fuzzle cover 6 hours of content is like 6 minutes, 60 minutes? Yes. Can I cover that in 6 minutes? Definitely. I kind of crisp everything on it. But then if I have something bigger and better version of 60 minutes in 6 hours, people are going to buy that because I can hardly cover a lot of things over here. I can just cover the burden, the surface view over here. But then when you create something bigger and better, that's what we're going to talk about. Like you can create a bigger, better courses. You can create in depth the deep stuff that people need to know, or something enhanced, something so robust that it has to do in details, like in depth. Like, okay, if I want to learn calligraphy, if I want to learn basketball, like instead of giving me a small crash course or say 3 days course, you give me something that's 10 days, something that's 15 days, so that I know the difference between, okay, I'm going to learn something in 3 days, but I am going to learn so much in this 15 days because there's a duration. 3 days you can hardly cover like 2 hours. 2 hours a day, for example, 2 for 6 hours. Even if I'm covering 15 days, 2 hours, that is what? That is 15 to what? 30. 30 hours over here, 6 hours over here. Huge difference. So what is bigger and better than already what is existing? We know like what can we create bigger and better? It can be a course, it can be in-depth course, enhanced, anything that's enhanced. Like you put nitrous oxide and explode it in a way and create it so big. There may be less people consuming this, but the people who are going to consume it, they are going to stay loyal because they have invested in something. Point number one. Point number two is bigger and better course. Second one is enhanced live session. I heard this word in the morning, enhanced of doing something. I was like, I'm going to use enhanced word because it sounds tactical, it's not strategical, and it also sounds cool, right? Like enhanced. Think about it. When you create a course that is enhanced, you yourself, okay, if I want to create core product design, enhanced version of core product design, dude, that's going to be such a cool course. That's going to be such a cool workshop already. Just by thinking about it, I'm getting like I should do it for the academic function. So anyways, point number two is enhanced live sessions. So we spoke about course. The second way to upsell, the creating cool and crazy offer, creating cool and crazy and cool upsell. Point number two is what? Enhanced live session. Now think about it. Like this is something that I've shared this with a lot of members. Is you already have a course. For example, if you're teaching someone basketball, so like this, like okay, learn the techniques of basketball, like technical part of basketball. So that's like the course that you've got. Okay, and course, a definition of a course is it's pre-recorded. It's already done. It's automated. Why don't you? We still have this, but enhanced live session can be okay. You get this, and also I'm doing a live session with you, live workshop with the same thing. But now this course might be recorded like 2 months back, maybe 2 years back. Like you don't keep it for too long for 2 years. Like keep on changing every 10 months. That's like like 6 to 10 months. Keep on changing it because things change very fast. And when new people come and when they find old course, that doesn't suit well. So what happens is you already have a course running. You add a layer of a workshop. It's like I'm going to do a special workshop on that topic. Whoever wants to join, here's the offer. Tell them the cool points, the benefits, additional benefits that they're going to get, and sell them. Like it's going to be same, but then in a way it's definitely going to be bigger and better version of it. You know why? Bigger, better, and enhanced version because you did this 2 months back. And then you did so many cool things. You've experienced life. You've spoken to members. You've given talk. You have read books. You have experienced so many things. Even though you're going to talk about the same thing, it's going to be enhanced and eventually it's definitely going to be enhanced because 2 years, 2 months of experience you've gathered. Workshop for the recorded courses, enhanced and latest version. It's since you're doing it in live session, it's going to be an immersive version of it. You're giving out exercises, you're giving out assignments. You're doing it for the community, right? So you're giving them exercises, you're giving them time to work on themselves, time to interact with other members within the breakout groups of an online session, Zoom session, giving sheets, PDF files, Google documents, Google Sheets. You're giving them so many things and keeping it an interactive version. So think about it. When you already have a course and you give an enhanced live session, you are going to make money overnight. The point where you just have to have a community. Even if you don't have a community, say you've got like 5, 10, 15 members as well. When you introduce this enhanced live session, overnight you can make that 2 sale, 3 sale, 4 conversions just like that because people are interested because they've already seen this. They want an enhanced version of the same thing. Point number 2. Point number 3 is this is going to be an interesting one and a shorter one. How can you upsell? The whole goal is like how can you upsell and make more money? And also always talking about whenever we talk about money, it is always going to be impact as well. So third point is adding additional value layer. AAVL. Remember this. Adding additional value layer. So the point that I've kept over here is if you have a video, convert it into a PDF. If you have a video, convert it into an audio. If you have a PDF, you can convert it into a PDF. You can convert it into an audio. If you have a video, convert it into PDF. Now, when I say PDF, it's the written format of it. So think about it. When you have a video, convert it into audio format, written format. When you have an audio format, video, and written format. When you have an written format, convert it into video and an audio. So what happens is you've got so many things. For example, if you have a course, make someone write your course, sell it as an ebooks. Like if you have a written format, for example, if you have written so many things like blogging, sit there, record those things into a video format and sell it to people. What happens is now you already have a value layer. already have value. You're not adding an additional layer of value. What this is going to give you flexibility, where people who are not able to see you because they're traveling too much, they definitely listen to you. If they are not even able to listen to you and watch you, for example, they're traveling trips, they're traveling the places where they don't get network, what they're going to do, they're going to download that PDF as a Google Sheet or PDF, and they're going to read as they're traveling. This is going to give you flexibility and a lot of assets over a period or over a place of over a platform. Over a platter. You're going to have assets in all domains, one, and second, it's going to give you flexibility to pitch them an upsell. It's going to give them flexibility as well. For people who cannot watch, they can listen only, they can listen or read. The people who can read, they can watch and listen. The people who can listen, they can watch and read. So like you can play around with all these things. Like 3 points in this one video. Point number 1 is a bigger and a better course, an enhanced live session. Third one, AAVL. Tell me, students, what did you learn? AAVL. It's like the keyword of this one video. If you can remember this one thing, this video is going to be worth it for you. AADVL. Adding additional layer, adding additional value layer. When you do this in anything that you're doing, like anything, converting your one-to-ones like PDFs, Excel sheets, like you can create anything that you're creating, it is always can be translated into a different format or into a different medium altogether. So that will give you flexibility, a lot of upsell assets, and then flexibility to consume it from your end. That brings us to the conclusion of this one cool video, bigger and better course, enhanced live session, adding additional layer value. The next video that I'm going to record is going to be the similar version of it, but then I'm going to talk about the downsells of it. This is one of my favorite topics, these two, upsells and downsells. 4 ways to create crazy and cool downsell. That's what I'm going to record right now. Instead of 3, I will 4 over there. So what you do is completely watching this record. Don't watch that now. Share your learnings in the comment section. Point number 1. Point number 2 is start creating the upsells that you came here intention to watch it and learn it and create them, and then go ahead and watch the downsells, so that when you can make money through an upsell, there is always a way when you feel people are not buying the upsell. Okay, great. The people who have bought it, they got all the benefits. The people who did not buy it, okay, I'm going to give you a different offer over here. Now that is not going to be a higher value, that is going to be a lower value. That's why it's downsell, where you can eventually again make money as well as impact before even you close the call. That's like you can always make money, and the only person that is going to stop you from making money is going to be you. That has always been. I have always stopped myself from making money. There's always tactical part of it, strategical part of it. Lots to talk about money and upsells and downsells. Lot of learnings for me as well, experiences as well for me. These are the lessons that I've learned over a period of time. Like failing a lot of times, struggling a lot of times, like so many years making no money. You're not even getting money, no business capital, no funding. There's like nothing, zero. And that was the conclusion of this one video. There's a lot of ways of making money. The other way of making money is the downsell part of it. Watch this, learn, make an upsell, go save, come back, watch the downsell. Also go ahead and make money. That is the conclusion of this one cool video. Thank you so much. It's 13 minutes long. Thank you so much for staying this long. I am going to see you in another exciting video 4 ways. That's I've already covered that. See you there.